Okay, so Elliot left me his camera and he was here this past weekend, and now it is Thursday and I'm going to see him tomorrow so I can give this back to him. But I thought it'd be fun to do a day in the life video, even though I don't do anything exciting with my life right now. But today is Thursday, so it is lab prep day. So I typically have lab on Monday, but because we didn't have school on Monday because of our fall break, we have lab on Friday, which is awesome because we always have different lab days because Mondays are always the days they give us off. So what today will look like for me is I'll prep for anatomy lab, which looks a little bit different because I'm not actually dissecting a cadaver this year. Part of the COVID thing was that we don't dissect cadavers. We just we observe prosected ones, which means they were dissected before we came to lab, which honestly I kind of like because they were dissected properly, and I feel like if I did it I would mess something up. But I have an iPad from the school. I use Notability to take all my notes. I've used that since high school and I really like it. So I download this. We have a checklist of all the structures that we have to know for the lab, which is important to know for our exams. So we have to know like how to find all of these different things in a cadaver. So this one is actually kind of short. You can't really see the screen, but it's only a page and a half compared to the last lab that we had was like 4 pages long. Loved that. But we just started a new unit. We had a test last week, so now we are moved on to the head and neck, which I'm nervous for because you know how many structures are in the head and neck? A lot. But then I go through the dissector, which is typically what you use to dissect the cadaver, and I take all the pictures from it and organize it in my notes. And then I actually also took pictures from the textbook because they all have different images, just to be able to identify some stuff with it. And then if I go through it and can't find any structures, I'll look them up on Google and put a picture in. Or we also have this cool app that I have on my computer and on my iPad that's called Complete Anatomy, and you can like search anything and it'll show you on a human body, which is super helpful. I used that for a lot of the vessels, like veins, nerves, arteries, because it gets really confusing looking at a picture and you're like, what the heck am I looking at? Anatomy lab was like my favorite thing to do each week. It sucks that it's from 3 to 5 because I'm almost brain dead by that time on a Friday, but I learned a lot and I really like anatomy. I thought cadavers would really bother me because death kind of bothers me, but it really doesn't. It's really cool. They cover their faces. I don't think that this week that will be applicable because we're looking at the face, but we'll cross that bridge tomorrow. Tomorrow's also a long lab day for me, so every other week we have OMM lab, which is something that's special that osteopaths do, and then we have DPR lab, which is doctor-patient relationships. So that's how we learn how to be a doctor. So we already learned how to do ear and eye exams. We couldn't do nose or mouth because we had to keep our masks on. We learned how to take blood pressure properly and all that kind of stuff. So this week we are learning how to do a respiratory exam, so listening to the lungs for any abnormalities. Kind of excited about it because I've kind of been like sicky, so I wonder if anything's in my lungs. But yeah, so we have both of those things to review for tomorrow, and anatomy. And today is also busy because I have an assessment today for my doctor-patient relationship class. We are being tested with simulated patients. We have to talk to a patient, take a full patient history. So like when you go to the doctor and they ask you all those questions, we have to do that. And then at the end of it, we have to write a note, which is like basically just summarizing everything that you did, which is scary because it's graded this time. We've never been graded on it. We have practiced it a lot. So I do have to put makeup on and look decent later. I'm currently wearing leggings and a sweatshirt. I'll probably still be wearing leggings because it's a Zoom call, so they won't see my pants. But real quick, I thought I would talk about some of my like must-haves at my desk that I have when I study. So I have my blue light glasses. I got these new because I needed new prescription glasses and I was like, I really need blue light, but the eye doctor is really expensive and we have insurance, but it still doesn't help very much. So I got these from Zenni. Came with a cool case. Also came with a blue light detector so you can actually show yourself that blue light does not penetrate these. So I get a lot of headaches from screens and things. That's why I had glasses in the first place, was because I can't really read digital screens very well. And blue light has really helped me. I really like these glasses. I wear them every single day. Honestly, I can't even wear contacts anymore because they bug me, but I wear them on lab days because I don't like these fogged up. So I have my iPad and my Apple Pencil. Apple Pencil makes all the difference. A lot of my classmates bought a new one. I had this from undergrad, so I just used this. Makes everything better. A water bottle. I got this one on Amazon. It's Simply Modern brand. Love it. Didn't want to buy a Hydro Flask. That's expensive. So I have this. Keeps your water so cold. I keep a pad of Post-it notes on my desk so I can jot down little notes, put it in my planner. Honestly, before the exam last week, I had Post-it notes everywhere because I was like, okay, don't forget this, don't forget this. I also keep hand sanitizer. It's stress relief. Yeah, self-explanatory. Sometimes I just want to make my hands feel a little different. And then I also have my planner. So I have all of these meetings and things that are scheduled throughout the week that I'm able to go to. I have a list of to-do things that I need to do this week that are not school related, which I need to do today because I need to go pick up a package today. I don't want to forget tomorrow because tomorrow is very busy. Because I have lab from 8 to 5 with a small break in the middle. And then I also started doing Young Living oils. Those have been really helpful, just like kind of some joy in the day, kind of spruce up my environment because I am in my room a lot, which I love my room, so it's fine. I've always been a homebody. Oh, the most important thing, you need a good blanket. I sit here with this blanket all day, every day. I do wash it, don't worry. But even during patient encounters or official, like, proper Zoom meetings, I have this blanket in my lap. You'll never know because you see what you're seeing right now, and it is awesome. But yeah, that's what I mostly have at my desk. Oh, I got this really cool, huge highlighter from a med school table, admissions table at a conference that I went to in March before COVID. Wow, it seems like forever ago. And this is super fun. Makes me smile when I highlight notes. I do take some paper notes. I've kind of started to do that just so different synapses in my brain are firing for different subjects, which is kind of nice. But yeah, that's what I do. I haven't eaten breakfast yet. It is 8:30, but it's not uncommon for me. I do try to get up at 6:30 every day. Today and yesterday didn't really happen because we had like a longer weekend, so I kind of got out of my habit. So gonna work on that before the next couple weeks before I have to get up at 6 a.m. to take exams. So, but yeah, so this is what my morning looks like. I'll probably do this until I finish, and then I'll start to get ready for my patient encounter. And then because today is mostly just lab stuff, then I'll have more time to go do other things that I want to do. Like I'll probably go to the gym later, which I haven't been able to do in a while because it just takes out a big chunk of your day to go over to the gym. I'll have to go to the mail room, all those different things. So I'm able to do those today, which is super exciting. And this week we only had 7 lectures to watch and listen to, so I'm already caught up with lectures. I've already made Quizlets for all my lectures. I choose to use Quizlet for learning instead of some people use Anki or other forms to make internet flashcards. I'm just so familiar with Quizlet from undergrad and high school that I knew that that was a path that I wanted to take because I am so familiar with it. It is comfort for me. That's crazy that flashcards are comfort, but you'll get it if you get into med school. But yeah, that's what I do. So hopefully maybe I'll have a little bit of time to review my flashcards, but definitely my first priority is lab today, and then tomorrow I don't worry about anything except for lab, and then I get to go see Elliot for the weekend. So yeah, it's a little different kind of week setup for me. But okay, so it's 2 hours later and I officially have finished my anatomy prep as far as the images and the checklist go. So I was going to show you what that looks like now that I'm done. I still have to watch our pro section video, which has a quiz attached to it, later. Sorry you're really close to my face. I took the tripod off so I could flip this around really easy. Okay. So here is my checklist on my iPad. Oh, it's kind of focusing. That's nice. So I had to find an extra picture. So that's something that I found extra just so I had a reference picture. I made this chart of all of the muscles for this entire lab. So it has like their origin, their insertion, sorry the screen's gonna look really weird, the actions, the innervations, and the blood supply. And then the neck has a ton of triangles. It's like basically geometry. So I drew out all those triangles. I did have to watch a couple YouTube videos to define some of the boundaries. And then I go through and color code all of these pictures. These are all the dissector pictures. And then these, yeah, so there's dissector pictures and textbook pictures, and so I went through all of them and highlighted them so that I'd have lots of pictures to look at. And I still didn't technically find all of them in these pictures, but a lot of them are some like structures that like I'll know, or a cadaver is going to be pretty simple. So this is my computer. So I do have the checklist up on my computer in Adobe, and I highlight them as I find them. So this was me finding all of them, and I highlighted them. There are some structures that we don't actually have to know for labs, so I don't even worry about those. But I also thought it'd be cool to show you the complete anatomy. So I looked up all the muscles because the book didn't tell us their innervations. So here are all the anatomy, all the muscles that we have to know, which is pretty cool. You can like rotate it. You can click on it. Well, it's part of the trapezius. It's kind of finicky. It likes to show you in parts, which is okay. And then up here you can like click trapezius and it shows you the whole muscle, and it's super cool. It shows you origin, insertion, action, innervation, and arterial supply, which is some of the information that we have to know in class, which is pretty neat. And then you can see organs, like if the heart was in here you could see the heart beating, which is cool. When we did our last unit was the pelvic floor. I used this a ton to kind of see the relationships of the organs, because there's a lot of stuff in one little area of the body. And yeah, so I'm gonna take a break and maybe watch a YouTube video or something, and then eat something because I still haven't eaten anything today because I'm silly, and start to get ready for my encounter later. I'll probably watch my lab video after I finish my encounter, just so it's more fresh in my mind at the end of the day. Typically what I do, just so I kind of break up the anatomy, let it soak in for a little bit. But last night I did not sleep good. I've always have trouble sleeping. Like, I don't know, I just have too many things going on in my head all the time. But you can tell because I have this little like crack in my eyelid. Oh, it hurts so bad, and I have to put makeup on, and I don't like putting makeup on whenever I have like stuff in my eyes, but hopefully it doesn't make it worse, because I need to look presentable and not wear a sweatshirt and not look like I rolled out of bed, because I kind of did. But yeah, so I will catch up later. Okay, it's focused. So I just finished my patient encounter. Super exciting, kind of messed up on a part, but that's okay. There's a lot of things that go into it, so there's a lot of things to be graded on, which is like really surprising, because you feel like you go to the doctor and it's like, you talk to me for 5 minutes. How is that possibly difficult? But there's a lot of things, like a lot of boxes you gotta check off. Take a lot of notes. Full page. I need to work on my note taking because I'm really bad at it, and you don't really want to have awkward pauses and stuff in your conversation, because that's really awkward for the patient, and it's like all worrying about the patient, so gotta work on that. But that's okay. I'm all dressed up. I put on an actual shirt. I'm wearing an actual bra. Like, I haven't, what are those? I don't leave my apartment, so and then I have my cool student ID, and I put earrings in, I put makeup on. It was not fun to put eye makeup on this eye because it really did hurt, but it's time to get on with my day. It's almost 2 o'clock. I watched some YouTube videos, I ate lunch, I wrote some thank you cards I needed to write. I did everything on my checklist except go get my package, so I need to go get my package. It should be here. I've been like stalking my phone. Let's see if it's here. Because, so I have an on-campus mailbox. So I have a PO box, which is already hard to ship stuff to. And it's not the actual one for Jonesboro, Arkansas. So they send it to the Jonesboro, Arkansas mail office. And then they send it to Arkansas State's post office. So it gets here in like extra time. Plus COVID. So don't send me packages because it'll take forever. Like I had someone send me something with 2-day shipping and it took over a week. So it's a hot mess. Highly don't recommend. It hasn't said it's been delivered yet. They're probably going to deliver it at like 9 o'clock tonight when it's already closed. So it should be interesting. But I need to go anyways because I have some mail I need to send out. And I'm going to go to the gym. I haven't been in forever and I just feel like walking on an incline or walking just for 30 minutes or so. Haven't done that in a while. I used to do morning walks. Loved that. It's like the best part of my day. But it's cold in the morning and I know 50 is not that cold, but coming from 90, it was 90 in Arkansas for like all of September. So it's cold for me. I'm not used to it not being humid. What is the temperature now? It's 57. That's like not even heard of. It's Arkansas. Like, what? But I'm excited because we actually have fall weather because I miss fall. I'm getting really excited for Christmas. Christmas is my favorite. Trying to convince Elliot to make lots of YouTube videos with me for Christmas because I think that would be fun. Christmas is just gonna be a lot different this year, which really is sad because normally like in undergrad you're done with your classes first or second week of December. Yeah, I get a week before Christmas, so it's fine. It's fine. We're gonna be fine. I just might not get to watch all my Hallmark movie channels on time, which if anyone was curious, they start October 24th. I already started seeing videos for them, like commercials. I'm super excited. But yeah, so it's time for me to take out the trash and go work out. My roommate is busy today, so I'm going by myself. I don't like doing things by myself. I'm not a grown-up, it's fine. Just trust me to take care of your life. Don't trust me to go anywhere by myself. It's so funny. Okay, well, I'll see you in a little bit, probably in about an hour or so. See what I'm up to then. Okay, goodbye. I worked out. I walked around the treadmill for like 35 minutes. My feet started hurting. I have feet problems, so I was like, okay, probably should stop. And then my roommate was finally done with her daily activity, and so sorry, my peer mentor texted me. So I went to the local coffee place. They have the best chai lattes. I don't like coffee, but they have the best chai lattes. I thought Starbucks was really good. No, these are fantastic. That's one to my mailbox. I got a cute card from a church family, and also we got our free t-shirts. So the SGA here at school bought us free t-shirts because normally we get them during orientation, but because of COVID they couldn't order them, and because of COVID we couldn't have normal orientation, so we got them now. So they mailed them to us, which means they took extra long because I've already explained the mailing situation here. But it's so cute. It's like a pretty blue color, and it says the Arkansas State University Campus Class of 2024. It's probably backwards. I really don't know. And on the back, it's a nutrition label. All the things that you need to be successful in medical school. So fun. But I went to get this after working out because I was hungry, and my roommate loves these and my peer mentor loves these, so I was like, oh, this would be so fun just to go and get some for them too. My peer mentor already got hers. I left it outside her door because social distancing, you know. And then my roommate is not here at the moment, so she will get hers when she gets back. Super excited. They are seriously so good. So dangerous because I also have punch cards, and after 10 drinks you have a free one, and I already have one free drink, but I saved it because I could get like a big one or something. This is the smallest one. I got the medium the first time and I chugged it. It was so good. They also have like lemonade and tea, and I've heard their coffee is really good. Don't really like coffee. Wish I did. I think it would help me through med school, but anyway. So now it is 3:30 and I need to figure out my life. If I'm gonna finish my workout, because I do a home workout program, or if I'm going to chill, or if I need to review, because I need to do my anatomy lecture video, so, or lab video, so probably gonna do that because that needs to happen. Because I forgot to mention, tonight from 5:30 to 7 we have a Zoom thing that is like women in medicine panel. So they have a ton of professors from our campus and our New York campus that are females that work in the medical field, like all different types of specialties. So we have like family med, and we have pediatricians, and we have like OMM specialists, and all of them doing their own little subtypes. And so I'm gonna go to that and get to talk to a bunch of different physicians about like what they are doing, how they got to where they are. They're not all necessarily graduates of the school, but they've been through the process. They're all DOs, so I'm excited for that. It's about an hour and a half long, so hopefully it's good, because an hour and a half is a lot of time in med school time, but I'd probably be not doing much anyway because that's like my dinner time. So gotta figure out what I want for dinner too. Yep, but I should probably get to work now.
Katie Dempsey, but you can call me Kadee Dempsey. I spell it phonetically.
That's my roommate, everyone. She doesn't know I was recording that whole thing. But yeah, went to that panel meeting. It was cool. Learned a lot about my professors and why they are who they are. And I did OMM practice with this gal who's sitting over here. I'll show you her in a second. She made my back feel better. OMM works, people. Just give it a chance. But I have a bad back, so it's okay. And now it's time to pack for the weekend so I can go see Elliot tomorrow. And take a shower and go to bed, because I have a full day of lab tomorrow. Crazy. Here's my roommate. She's crazy.
Gang gang.
She wants to be known as a psychotic roommate.
Yeah.
So that's her. Yeah. That's about it. That was my day. Very non-eventful.